In studio, I'm joined by Barbara, who's the founder of Obami, which is an internationally recognized and award-winning social management learning system. So tell me more about how the idea came about.
Right, so Obami actually stemmed from myself creating a generic social networking site, and then obviously competing against Facebook and Twitter. It really didn't have much of a chance of coming to market. So I sat down, I took a real hard look at the market, what was a dire need that needed to be addressed, and education just became so apparent. Here in South Africa, we've got abysmal education standards, and I think schools, which are such real life networks, weren't demonstrating this digitally. So it was a matter of saying, right, let's take these social networking tools and make them useful for schools. And from there, we've really grown a lot. We've added a lot more functionality onto the platform to really support this whole idea of learning and lifelong learning at that, really.
So just tell me more about how it works, like how the actual digital platform works. Is it easy to use?
Yeah, we've got little 7-year-olds creating their own little mini websites on Obami, so it is quite easy to use. Obviously, there's quite a lot to take in when you first get there, but we've taken this concept of taking social networking tools, applying it to a learning management system. So things that we're familiar with in everyday life, like Facebook and Twitter, going online, creating a profile, uploading a profile picture, connecting to others, sharing information. We've applied those same principles across our suite of apps. So we've got blogs and media galleries and portals and all of these things which help learners to really engage with content or to create their own content. And then we've also added on an assignment application as well. So it allows for cloud-based assessment. So learners can, on the go, they can, through their mobile phones, they can revise for a test or they can undertake a worksheet. Some schools have even used it for exams. So it's really about, getting online, creating that profile, connecting to others and sharing information.
And do schools have to buy this app or this platform from you?
It's offered free to schools. Our basic offering is free. What you see is what you get for free. But we've realized that, there are certain value adds that we can add on top of that are really beneficial to schools. So for instance, we offer a white label solution that allows schools to take out the Obami logo. They can put their own logo there, they can specify a background, a theme color, a unique landing page, things like that really make the system suit their own corporate identity.
That's the only thing they pay for if they redesign the identity of the brand. And I think the one question that one person would want to find out is, how are you making your profit then?
So we're not profitable just yet. We're heading towards it. But it really depends on having a critical mass. So, while we can offer this platform for free, having enough people on there for us to convert, just a small percentage of them allows us to do that. So as I say, yeah, we're really working towards becoming profitable. Still a way to go, but there are other value adds that we can add on top of it and monetize like that.
And I think the greatest challenge in the country is the whole digital gap. I mean, this whole thing, it's all good and well that we have this digital platform that's helping people that's helping our education system to flourish, but not everyone has the resources. So how are you working towards bridging the digital gap?
So yeah, this is a huge challenge that South Africa faces. On one hand, we could say, well, let's not do anything because those that don't have, that's not fair. But then why hold back the others? And it's always been our idea is to connect with those schools who have the infrastructure and get them up and running so that they're adding content, it's quality content, and that filters down as and when others join the platform as well. Another thing that we've also had to ensure is that everything is accessible via mobile. So, a huge percentage of South Africans' population might not have access to a desktop and an internet connection, but pretty much all of them have access to a mobile phone. So we've made sure that our content is accessible on any mobile phone, and then the rich media functionality and other features that we offer becomes available through smartphone adoption as well. So we're going to see massive growth in that area, and hopefully it'll allow those schools who haven't had things before, they can play a leapfrog game once the technology hits them.
And on the business side of things, how much startup capital did you need?
Wow, quite a lot. We started off, we got a grant from the UK government when we first started, that's where we were based. We've put savings towards it. We've really bootstrapped the entire time. So while we have income coming in to support us in some way or another, it really is about, looking at things and saying, where can we cut costs? And so it's very hard to put an exact figure on it, and it's different for every company. Some people these days can start with an open source kit and get a business up and running for less than 100,000 Rand. Whereas in our instance, because we've gone on quite a sort of roundabout approach, we've probably spent more capital than we should have over this time. But we're certainly seeing the benefit of that now, where we have a really, really robust system. It's scalable. We've invested in the technology to build it, as well as our marketing practices as well. So it does get pricey, but I think these days, they're just tools that just make it so affordable for everyone else.
And if schools want to get this platform, how do they get hold of it?
It's available online, www.obami.com, or via mobile. We've got a suite of apps coming out as well, so across all the app stores, so look out for it there. Or just send us an email, info@obami.com, or follow us on Twitter, Facebook. Our Twitter handle is @Obami. Facebook is Obami Networks. And we're pretty good with getting in touch with people, as soon as they've contacted us.
Thank you, Barbara, for joining us.
Great, thanks so much for having me here. It's been a blast.